talking about reforming local government, and the reform was not taking place. I've been talking that you cannot spend more and then let taxes just keep going up and not cut. Not that we just have to cut for the sake of cutting, but daggone, government's big. Spend less money. Be more efficient. Be smarter. Our county administrator wasn't doing that. So while we were talking transportation, I was also trying to get new leadership, because I wanted smart, tough-minded leadership that would make the cuts necessary. County administrator didn't do it. I was the one lone vote a year ago to remove it. And it took about a year and a half, but ultimately, because of some mistakes she made, she is gone. And now we have a new county administrator who runs by the numbers. There's a great Business Week article mid-July about Mitch Daniels of Indiana, who happened to have raised sales tax when he got elected. And everybody was like, oh my God, he's a rhino. And now he's the most popular Republican in Indiana because he's cut. Spend where government must spend. Build where we must build. Do not ignore your infrastructure. Do not, at the peril of our nation, ignore our roads or our rail. And don't buy the argument that our government was not involved from the very beginning, at its inception. I got my Constitution sitting right here. At its inception, my Constitution, your Constitution, in the transportation debate, Washington was arguing for the federal government to be involved in building canals. Jefferson, Secretary of the Treasury, Thomas Galton, said, we're going to build a network of canals and roads that will link this nation to make us money. That's Jefferson's Secretary of the Treasury. So Jefferson was pretty much state right guys. You know, no big Fed government. Jefferson understood that. I mean, John Quincy Adams, who's only a one-termer, so I got to watch out, but John Quincy Adams at his inaugural gave a speech in which he said, man, we're going to unite the nation. And he talked about Article 1, Section 8 of the Constitution. And said, it is the responsibility of the American government, if we're truly going to be great, to build our infrastructure. Because there are certain things, like an interstate, where a private company is just not going to come in and do it. It's not economical for them to do it. They don't do it. We build roads by the billions. $800 billion will be spent by our federal government of your money on roads this year alone. 800. People are going wild about, ooh, the $1.2 billion for the rail line connecting Orlando and Miami. What about the $800 billion they're spending elsewhere on roads, which is only 2% of the overall federal budget? So when people say, we have to do something about all this outrageous spending, why are you focusing on the 2%? How about focusing on the big elephant in the room called Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid? If you're really, truly serious, if you're truly serious about doing something about the budget deficit, don't shortchange my kids and not build infrastructure and make us a second-rate power that won't even be able to compete with Central and South America. How about building a first-rate infrastructure, and while you're at it, cut all the entitlements. Look at the benefits. When I talked to Pat about retirement benefits that we get at the county, he said, oh, no, we can't touch that. How would we ever attract great workers? My God, in the military, Tony, did we get $100,000? Maybe I missed it, but did we get $100,000 upon retirement? We have a colonel sitting right there.